to the multiverse. Since that time, the galactic...
How we doing there, everyone, and welcome to Project Blue Star. Very happy new year to everyone. 2011 has come in full swing. The weather is wild and the planet is roaring, and climate change certainly hasn't stopped for anyone for 2010, and we can only begin to imagine 2011 and what marvellous geophysical events will strike us all. To all the subscribers from YouTube, how you all doing? And we hope you're well wherever you are in your neck of the woods. And welcome back to the Project Blue Star campaign, based here in Central Australia, 2,000 kilometres away from the coastal regions for some reason. And there's been plenty of activity over recent months and recent weeks, as always here at the Sanctuary, as we try and motivate the public, try and get the world into gear and ready for climate change and the very real future that confronts us all. Looking at the website here, most of you are familiar with the Project Blue Star site. We're going to cut straight away to our Star Show Australia site, which is starshowaustralia.com, or you can access it via Project Blue Star. Naturally, on most nights of the year, pending weather, we get to take many guests through a joyride into the galaxy, exploring planets, constellations, the moon, and various phenomena lurking in space. We also look at the many Indigenous perspectives that look into our origins, our star civilizations in space. This time of the year is very spectacular for certain constellations like Orion, like Pisces, like Aries, Taurus, the beautiful Pleiades and the Seven Sisters, and luckily here in Central Australia, when we do get a good night, it is one of the most spectacular in the world. Other projects going on at Earth Sanctuary, we've also been working hard on our Earth School Sustainable Living program, and that also has been coming along nicely. Also bringing our Mr. Cool character a bit to life to help animate and motivate young people about the very principles of sustainable living. And here's our little superstar down here. You can see him over there having a bit of a crack, having a bit of a wave. There you go, there's Mr. Cool. And in particular, it's the kids who are going to be looking after the future for all of us, and they are the ones who have to take on the reins and clean up the mess that's been left behind. So guys, I'm going to jump over to Danny now. Merry Christmas to you, Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys in a few moments. We've got a few snippets of the activities that have been going on in Project Blue Star over recent weeks. You beauty.
Thanks very much, Tommy. Welcome to Project Blue Star, everybody. I hope this message finds you all obviously very, very well. Plenty of news going on around the planet in relation to climate change activity, and of course for many of our viewers who like us to update them on extraterrestrial activity or UFOs which have been spotted in and around the world, and there's been a huge amount of reports that have been coming in over the last couple of weeks. That's been sensational. Obviously those people who are watching from around the world have been seeing some of the flood activity affecting parts of Australia, particularly over in these areas over here on the east coast of Australia, where at this stage many people have lost their lives and 74 people are still missing from the huge amounts of water being dumped on the southeast coast or the southeast area of Queensland. 3/4 of that region is now declared a natural disaster, and obviously requiring relief from the federal government. At this stage, there's still more water dropping as far as we can tell, and now those floodwaters are moving into the capital city, Brisbane, where they're looking at floodwaters exceeding the previous record held in 1974. It's not just obviously Brisbane and Australia feeling the heat of climate change at the moment. There's also issues in the US as well, where they're obviously still feeling the freeze, and you can jump over to globalrescue.tv and read some of that latest information there. And there's obviously a story there on the floods affecting the Toowoomba region in Queensland, and also in India, also dealing with the cold as well. Moving over to everythingufo.com. This is another program, another site I should say, that we update fairly regularly to keep people informed of this very, very important subject for many reasons. Many people are getting together around the world. One of the most important aspects of it obviously is the consciousness change or shift which will occur when more information can be disclosed on the ET subject. However, there is a case for this predicament of climate change that our people on this planet find themselves in, and if there is energy sources such as anti-gravity which can be utilised for the people on this on the planet to get us through this very trying time with climate change, I think we need to investigate whether these cases involving UFO technology can be brought to the surface. It's getting to the point where as much help we can get would be fantastic. On Everything UFO, there's some imagery taken from SETI, search for extraterrestrial intelligence, just some night camera work on that one, which is a nice little visual of a craft floating through the sky. And there's also on January 6th we posted up a story from former legislator Henry W. McElroy, which is a former advisor to the Eisenhower government, and he's got some very, very interesting things to say about what he was briefed on during his time in government. And there's a few other stories there on the UFO subject as well, guys, so get stuck into that. And obviously, just briefly, if you need to jump onto our sites, just jump onto projectbluestar.com as always. So anyway, guys, this is the news desk from Project Blue Star. We hope this information finds you well. Take it easy.